Hi Sag, we're doing your general read for November 2023. If you have resonated with this title, then it's most likely going to be your reading, regardless of when you actually see it. The titles that I use have always come from something that I've actually said during your reading, okay? So there are never any clickbait titles on my channel. Right, so what is coming in towards you guys for the month of November? Wow, a breakthrough, okay? And feeling deeply. Lovely. Embrace your feelings and allow to feel them fully. Love is entering your life. Open heart, emotions, and love. Okay. So, allow yourself to honor how you're feeling at this point in time, Sag. Okay. Always, always honor your emotions. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about when people take their anger out on other people, for example. Okay, I'm not talking about that. This is all about honoring your feelings, honoring your emotions, not sweeping things under the rug. Okay, allowing yourself to feel deeply. I feel with this one, Sag, it's got that vibe of falling in love or falling in love again, and allowing yourself that sort of releasing control, and you know, just allowing it to sweep you away, as it were. And then you've got breakthrough. Excuse me, a breakthrough. I had a bit of a sneeze that was building there, so it affected the way that my lips formed the word breakthrough. That was quite funny. A significant breakthrough is near. Whatever you're going through, it's preparing you for this big break. Discovery, progress, and a big boost. Yeah. Is literally the universal egg is right about to hatch. Okay, Sag? You're having that breakthrough that you've been waiting for. Now, that could be in regards to anything, okay? It's literally, you have to use your own discernment, right? Because we can only get to, you know, there's only a certain level of specific that us readers can get during general readings, okay? It's going to resonate differently for all of you. Basically, whatever you've been working for, on, or towards, that's what this breakthrough is in reference to, okay? And then you've got sacred traveler. There is an upcoming opportunity for you to either move or travel. That could be physical or metaphysical. Enjoy this new adventure, journey, movement, and trip. Okay, so I do suspect that with this particular energy, Sag, some of yous are really throwing yourself completely into your spirituality, your personal growth. It could also be a love situation as well, okay? You're applying yourself 100% to everything that you're doing right now, and that is exactly why you're receiving that breakthrough, okay? Because you've applied yourself. Right, what's underneath that one? Divine Vision. Beautiful. This one actually came out in your pre-shuffle, Sag. I love this one for you. Again, that Divine Vision really taps into that message for those of you who specifically are really throwing yourselves completely into your spirituality, okay? Getting out of your own way, discard your projected outcomes, and allow yourself to see beyond, positive focus, and look deeper. So something that you've been trying to create, Sag, that you're going to see the results from, the results are going to look quite different from how you might have imagined it in your head, okay? So again, you need to keep an open mind here, because often you will find that that the universe does bounce back to us, our manifestations, in quite a different way from how we had envisioned it. And oftentimes it'll come back to us much better than we ever could have imagined it was going to be, okay? So yeah, definitely do get out of your own way if you feel at the moment that you're in your own way, and like you'll know it, then definitely yes, do get out of your own way, such as not telling yourself, oh, it's going to come to nothing, it's not going to work, yada yada yada, you know, any kind of negative self-thinking. That needs to be dealt with, okay? What's going on for Sag, please? Sag for November. the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Very happy outcome here for you, Sag. The Ten of Cups, that's happy home, happy family. It's all about the lifestyle that you're creating for yourself and being happy with what it is that you've created. Is the whole gratitude attitude as well. Six of Wands, yeah, getting a lot of attention. Being the center of attention. Some of yous might enjoy being the center of attention. Some of yous might shy away from that. But ultimately, the King of Swords is saying, keep your head on your shoulders, keep your feet on the ground, okay? Remain humble, basically. All right. What else? The Nine of Cups. It just keeps getting better and better for you, Sag. The Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment, wish granted. Five of Wands, okay. So something's been a bit of a struggle. It could well be you creating this happiness in your life. It could well have been that has been a bit of a struggle. But that particular chapter is now coming to an end, okay. You've got tying off the loose ends of the past here with the world and death together, you know, literally tying off those loose ends. Anything that you felt was hanging over your head, it could just be paying off those any long-standing debts, for example, for some of you, okay, clearing those away, freeing yourself from that, welcoming in a brand new beginning here with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Coins. Beautiful. So you've got fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. You've got Pisces. In fact, you've got basically everybody, okay? The four fixed signs as well. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Strong on the Pisces. Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, strong, okay? Under there is the Knight of Wands. Absolutely beautiful. That is one of your cards, Sagittarius. Now, context is everything, okay? The context of this Knight of Wands is all about coping and coping well, coping under pressure. You see how he's got all of his armor on, and see with the feather in his helmet, that indicates the challenges that you've already overcome in your life, okay? Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay, so with this one, you're being careful here with this Seven of Swords, not to say or do anything that potentially could be used against you later on. And also, there's a message about how a lie or gossip has been traveling, and you're putting something right, okay? You're setting the record straight here with something, especially with that King of Swords as well. So for those who have been dealing with malicious slander or gossip, yeah, definitely. The Nine of Wands underneath that one. Yeah, you're going to be standing up for yourself. You're going to be defending yourself, making sure that the correct account is put forward. So putting forward the truth, making sure that information is what circulates. Okay, right, let's have a look. What's going on for Sag, please? If this reading is resonating for you as well, then can you please let me know by dropping a like on the video, as that will also keep you engaged with the channel. Can you clarify that King of Swords energy for Sagittarius, please? I nearly called you Pisces there. Someone could well be dealing with a Pisces, or you could have strong Piscean placements in your own chart. The Seven of Wands. That's the end of an argument in this particular deck, okay, Sag? Now you can really focus on rebuilding with this one. So with you speaking your truth, you could also be writing something, signing something, maybe signing some kind of legal document here also. It could be a new work contract or something to do with a house for some of you, okay? That's the end of the struggle, like literally. And the struggle is what is central to everything else that's going on around you. So it's almost like you had to wait and wait and wait for something to come through. It felt like it was taking forever to come through, and then all of a sudden, there you go. That's it dealt with now. That's it cleared. Can you tell us about the Five of Wands for Sag, please? Five of Wands for Sag. Okay. a Knight of Swords and a Page of Coins. So for some of you, this particular struggle, it was coming through because maybe you didn't want to see something for the way that it truly was. Okay, I think it was Cancers that had something similar to this. This particular Knight of Swords is very fast energy. Sometimes it can indicate anger, frustrations. I'm feeling with this one, Sag, that this is more to do with fast thinking, you know, being really sharp, being very ambitious, very action orientated, but really thinking on your feet. And then it's with the Page of Coins as well. So your pages indicate new stages, okay? This one is a student. It's someone who has a very strong desire to learn, a very strong desire to pass on the knowledge and information that you've already learned, even if you feel that it's not quite enough, right? So, for example, say if you're one of these that is really taking that deep dive into spirituality, you're wanting to pass on that message, or the messages that you've learned through your own research about your spirituality, what you found out, what you've discovered. You want to pass on that information to as many people as quickly as you possibly can. Okay, that's that combination. But then it's been a struggle, because it's almost as if you were shouting in the wind for a long time. It's almost like people didn't want to hear what it was that you had to say. People thinking that, oh, well, why should I listen to Sag when Sag doesn't have all of the information themselves? Do you know what I mean? It's like a really shallow-minded way of looking at what it is that you had to say to others. Now I'm seeing that people are gravitating towards you, like, okay, 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands. People are gravitating towards you, and then it's causing this environment where there's a lot of exchanges that are able to take place, a lot of conversations that are able to take place. And because of that, you're being the catalyst for other people's learning, for other people's expansion as well, and there's other people's self-growth, okay? So something that you're doing right now, Sag, is really important to the rest of the collective. That's what I'm feeling, okay? You're helping others to really look at themselves a lot differently. And it started with you looking at yourself differently, and feeling this 10 of Cups towards yourself. That's how it started. That's the catalyst, and that is going to be the end result, okay? The 8 of Coins. With this one, it feels like you're being a shelter for others. Do you know what I mean? You're helping others to realize that they can shield themselves from the outside world in a way where they can still partake in the world. I don't know if that's making sense the way that I'm saying it. I'm not very good with my words anyway, and when the messages come through, I have to just relay the messages as they come through. And sometimes the messages can be a little bit cryptic. Do you know what I mean? So I try to put it in a way that is as comprehensible as possible, and I might not always succeed with that. So I don't know if what I just said made any sense at all. Can you clarify death for Sagittarius, please? You're helping lift others, basically. And I'm hearing self-esteem. You're helping others with their self-esteem, which is really beautiful. The 2 of Wands, to clarify death. So this particular combination would indicate, Sagittarius, that you are actually making progress. And somebody, it's almost like you're going to be receiving a message off of someone. that really clarifies that message to you, that you are actually making progress, that people are actually taking on board what it is that you're saying, that they are doing the things that you're suggesting. You know, people are actually taking you up on your advice, and it is actually having a positive influence on those around you. And so that's what's going to be feeding back into you. Okay, remember, with your death, not only is that just about endings, but it's also about metamorphoses, transitions. You're taking negative energy and you're transmuting it into positive energy, and that, like, I mean, it's just beautiful. I really do love this for you, Sag, because it's such beautiful, calming, healing energy. You're having this massively uplifting effect on other people. And here's the thing, I don't know if you're even realizing that you're doing that. Okay, some of you could just be doing that naturally just by being you, you know. Others of you are doing it with intent, but the feedback that you might have been receiving prior was either non-existent, or it felt like there was too much negative feedback. Well, what you're seeing is a complete turnaround to that, because now you've actually got people coming up to you, Sergeant, going, oh my God, I need to thank you for XYZ, you know, fill in the blank here, which is absolutely, like, it honestly, it's gorgeous energy. And then you've got the Ace of Wands to the Eight of Coins. What's going on with the Ace of Wands for Sag, please? Ace of Wands for Sag. Thank you. The star that's come out off balance. So, yeah, something to do with how either you were losing hope, or the people that you're working with, or the people that you're surrounded with, maybe they were losing hope. And here you come with your beacon of hope, you know, the light bearer. Some of yous are flat out like, how do you call them? Light workers, light healers, that sort of thing. Okay, again, like, you're not necessarily within the spiritual community, okay? Let's think in more broader terms than that. Yes, you absolutely could be in the thick of the spiritual community. Absolutely, yes, that's always possible. But the majority of you, I feel, are doing this light work more sort of on the outskirts of the spiritual community. That's the way that it feels to me, okay? It's beautiful. You're definitely a light bearer, a healer, for certain. What's going on there? The Chariot, yeah. Moving things forward. That's the major arcana for a Cancerian. It's all about willpower. It's also a card of success. And if you take a closer look at this particular deck, it's got the lotus flower. And the lotus flower is revered in so many different cultures because of its symbology, which is all about rebirth and renewal. Okay, rebirth and renewal. So again, I suspect that somebody could well be a Scorpio Sag cusper, or you've got something about your person, about you, where this is, it's like your life calling. You know, you're finding your life's calling right now, and realizing that you are actually living it subconsciously. You know, it's kind of like the penny drops with this one. Okay, what else for Sag, please? What's your guidance for Sag, please? What's your guidance for Sag? Wow. Don't spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it. Okay, so everything that I've just said, Sag, that could have been predictive energies that I've just read out for you. You might well be in this frame of mind where you're like that, oh, don't really know why I'm doing this. It's not really working. You could well be right now in the mindset of, should I quit or should I persevere? Spirit's saying, persevere. All right. What else for Sag? Do not give up because something didn't work out right away. Exactly. I cannot make it up. It is paramount that you do not give up, Sag. You won't always feel alone. You're attracting your soul tribe. Yeah. So you're getting involved with a new community of like-minded individuals, your soul family, your soul tribe, your people, okay? Like-minded individuals. The type of community where everyone has a chance to be heard. It's beautiful. And under there, the wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. Yeah. Like, literally. I genuinely am at loss for words at the context of your read, Sag, because honestly, I don't know what else to say to that. To best describe the type of energy that I'm feeling that's going on around you, it's very calm. Like, it's really calm. There isn't any more of this noise that's going on in your head. You're going to be able to think so clear. You're going to be able to hear things that you've never heard before, or things that perhaps you didn't pay attention to before, such as the insects in the grass. They've always been there, but you might not have ever really paid them much attention before. They are going to sound a lot louder. And then when you put that into like a spiritual context, you could well be hearing clearer from your ancestors, angels, your spirit guides, whichever name you prefer to use. Actually hearing spiritual messages crystal clear. That's how intense this energy feels. Okay. What's going on for Sag, please? This is a really difficult deck to try and shuffle because of the proper square sides on it. So I do apologise for any awkward shuffling, but I am shuffling the decks as best I can. The Otter of Opportunities. Look for the opportunities. Opportunities arise all the time, but are you missing them? Sometimes you have to create your own. Know when to say yes and no. Is this your opportunity or someone else's? Will this bring you joy to your life? Think, then act, and be sure that it's vibing. Yeah. You see with this one, I've said this to a couple of the other signs as well. This week already, because it's also come out for them. That's like alchemist energy, you know, turning lead into gold. In the context of day-to-day life, that's turning disappointments into opportunities. It's a very powerful thing to do. Beautiful. But yeah, that is what I have for you for today, Sag. If you feel that you could benefit from further clarity or to go check out your other signs, then please check out the playlist that appears in the top right hand corner of the screen. Okay. Personal readings, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that should be in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.